no bond. Broward may come this week and it's Tuesday, so you get out of here quick. All right, reset. So it's no bond. Reset date will be October 15th to make sure he's picked up. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. Next case is Ensan Timar. Louis, the echo started as soon as the interpreter spoke. At the first case she interpreted. That's when I started getting the echo. I didn't have it before. I'm not blaming you, Miss LaRosa. It's nothing you did. It's something.
I know, Your Honor. Just
I would
kidding.
never blame you. I'm so appreciative that you're here.
Actually, the echo was fixed at my end. I don't have it anymore.
Mr. Tamar is here, Your Honor.
Here. Good morning, Mr. Tamar. You have an arrest warrant from Charlotte County, Florida. The warrant was issued on September 24th of 2025. The charge is violation of probation. Your total bond is count 1, $2,000, and count 2 for possession of cannabis, $1,000 bond, and count 3, possession of drug paraphernalia, $1,000, for a total bond of $4,000. So the public defender's office is appointed for you. You can call them with any questions. Your bond is $4,000 paid at the jail you're located at if you have the money. If not, you'll have to wait up to 15 days for Charlotte County to come pick you up. And the reset date here is October 15th to make sure you either posted a bond or were transported to Charlotte County.
Okay, thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you. Next case, Vincent Smith.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Smith. You have an arrest warrant from Orange County. The warrant was issued yesterday, September 29th of 2025. The charge is attempted murder with a firearm and 1 count of robbery with a firearm. I will appoint the public defender's office for you on this arrest warrant. Unfortunately, there is no bond. You will have to wait up to 15 days for Orange County to come pick you up. Your case is reset here. The reset date is October 15th to make sure you are picked up by Orange County. And if you have any questions, please call the public defender's office. Have a good day. Next, Daniel Angulo Garzon.
Espanol? English?
Spanish.
Your Honor, can you the Spanish interpret?
Spanish, please. Good morning, Mr. Angulo Garzon. You have an arrest warrant from Osceola County. The warrant was issued September 12th of 2025.
Muy buenos días, señor Angulo Garzón. Usted tiene una orden de captura y arresto que proviene del condado Osceola que fue emitido el 12 de septiembre del 2025.
The charges are failure to appear for operating a motorcycle without a license. That has a $2,000 bond.
Vale, a usted se le imputa no haber comparecido ante el tribunal para responder al cargo de manejar una motocicleta sin una licencia. Es una fianza de $2,000.
And failure to appear for attaching a tag or license plate to an unassigned vehicle.
Y tampoco compareció ante el tribunal para responder al delito de haber agregado, haber puesto una placa vehicular a un vehículo que no le correspondía.
No. Yo no puedo hablar.
May I say something?
I don't listen. Yeah, you so.
Judge, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's back with the echo. So do we get either an echo or we don't hear anything at all? Don't touch anything. Anyway, sir, your bond is $4,000. If you're able to post the $4,000 bond, you can get out of jail.
Muy bien, señor. Su fianza es de $4,000. Si usted puede pagar los $4,000 de fianza, va a ser liberado.
If you don't have any money for a bond, you're going to have to wait up to 15 days for Osceola County to pick you up.
Ahora bien, si usted no tiene dinero para pagar la fianza, va a tener que esperar hasta 15 días para que alguien del condado de Osceola le venga a recoger.
Your case is reset here for October 15th to make sure you either posted a bond or were transported to Osceola County.
Su audiencia se va a volver a llevar a cabo el 15 de octubre para ver si usted pagó la
Yes, sir. What
fianza
is
o
your
si ya fue
question?
transportado al condado de Osceola.
Can I tell something? I can't go to the court because I am in the ice for 45 days. So that is the reason I don't go to the court.
I don't know what he said. He
So
said
I
he
wasn't
said he was
able-
in
I wasn't
ICE
able to-
custody.
yeah.
That's why he didn't go to court.
So they issue a warrant to make sure you come. It's not their fault you got arrested by immigration.
Vale, ellos emitieron una orden para su captura y arresto para asegurarse que usted comparezca ante el tribunal. No es problema de ellos o culpa de ellos que usted haya sido arrestado por la Oficina de Inmigraciones y Aduanas.
Tell the
Okay.
judge in Osceola County what happened, and so they'll understand and they'll be able to
Okay.
either lower your bond if you're, or release you without a bond, because the judge should understand what
Yo
happened.
deseo
Ahora-
pagar el bond, yo quiero pagar el bond.
Explíquele esta situación al juez del condado de Osceola para
Ok.
que, uno, baje el monto de la fianza o quizás lo libere.
All right, that's it for the warrants. His reset date is October 15th. That's it for the in-state warrants. Did I set one? I forget.
What?
Mr. Wilson, did I set any for the afternoon?
No, Your Honor, Mr. Campbell had already checked with Mr. Valcor. He didn't agree to a bond. He said there was no bondable offenses, so nothing for the afternoon.
Okay, thank you. Good day.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm
Good
dealing
morning,
with this.
Rebecca Corey, Assistant Public Defender. Judge, can you promote me and make me a co-host, please?
Yeah, Miss Corey, I have this echo. I'm going to try muting TGK Bond here in courtroom. I don't know if that will work. But I'm going to have to leave here and go upstairs. I did not have the echo before. If I have to listen to my echo, I'm going to have to go into a padded room at lunch because I'm going to be so nuts. All right. Video, what are you doing to fix this, please? Should I try muting?
Sometimes it works, Your Honor, when you mute a bond hearing CT room.
I'll try that. Did that work? Nope,
Can you
still
hear
got
me?
the echo.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you and I still have an echo.
Mm.
I called the text, they're supposed to call me back.
So what is video court co-host and what is TGK video room? That's you guys. So nothing else is on that could be causing an echo? Nope, okay. Let's get started. Can I, corrections you want in your cases or can I call the private attorney cases?
Can we do Metro West?
Can't hear you.
Metro West. So corrections first, please.
Let's, Carlos Tasco Gomez. After this and the private lawyers, I'm going upstairs if I still have an echo. I can't deal with this. Or fix it here. Can you, are we on Zoom now?
Yes, we are.
Well, what about the other system they paid thousands of dollars for and kicked me out of the courtroom for 2 months?
They're supposed to be changing something Thursday.
Okay.
Can you hear us, Your Honor?
I hear you with an echo.
Okay. Oh,
Do you have an echo? No,
no.
no, it's just my day-to-day. We're all going batty in here. No, I'm looking for,
How's that?
I don't know. Still got it. We'll let you know if it stops because I'll be so happy. Carlos Tasco Gomez, is he there? Page 11.
He refused, Your Honor.
Okay. Let me review.
Charge, Judge, we can waive his presence.
And he was convicted F-24-16160.
1 second.
This is an added charge to a misdemeanor indecent exposure, Your Honor.
So he was convicted on October 10, December 18, 2024, petty theft, 2 or more convictions. I think, was that December?
The date is December 6th, 2024.
December 6th?
Yes.
Okay. It's not that. All right, there's probable cause for the charge. Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. The bond will be $1,500. You said it was a refusal, corrections?
Yes, Your Honor. Are you placing a hold on any of his felony cases?
Okay, it's an added charge, I thought.
This
Yes,
happened.
but it's an added to a misdemeanor case.
All right, hold for the
No,
division
no, no,
judge.
Judge, I'm not sure. So the lowest case number it looks like is 17118, correct me if I'm wrong, and that was a date of arrest. Okay, there should be a hold, you're right, because that date of arrest on that one was August 9th of 25, and this happened August 25th, so yeah, the hold is good.
Hold for the division judge. Next is Marcus Morel. Added charge. Is he there?
Coming up, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Morel. You were arrested for you were arrested for a case from November 2nd of 2023. The charge is armed robbery with a mask or weapon and conspiracy to commit armed robbery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So
Who's
this
an
is a
added
case
charge?
where the Loomis armored truck goes to the Bank of America to service do a routine cash delivery and pickup. They opened an ATM to service it. Two armed suspects approached the messenger, pointed their handguns at him, and removed their duty handgun from the holster. One of the suspects wore a Halloween-style mask. Let's see what else. The other suspect was partially covered with a military pattern camouflage hooded jacket and a black face mask, and also pointing a revolver at the victim. They took the cash bag and fled. They had surveillance video. They also discovered there was a third suspect involved in a November 2nd robbery of this, let's see. They were seen running in the area by the drive-through. There was a witness who told the police what he saw. He thought one of the suspects pointed a handgun at him and he thought he was going to be carjacked, so he got out of there. He also saw him put his hand on the lower portion of the vehicle's hood and headlight area. They were able to process fingerprints, it looks like. They matched Mr. Damian Troy Beaubrun. They recovered from I guess the driver of Mr. Beaubrun's vehicle, a gun that was stolen from the Loomis messenger's person during the robbery. That was Mr. Jason Marcellus. The long arrest affidavit.
But basically, I believe that there was a statement that was given back in January of 24 that ties the defendant to this case, as well as the previously recovered evidence.
So I guess as Mr. Beaubrun pointed out, he was involved in a robbery to plan it at that Bank of America. And he gave details. There's probable cause. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim. You didn't give me the victim's name.
I don't have it.
Stay away from the Bank of America at 18350 Northwest 2nd Avenue in Miami Gardens, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that Bank of America store and you must stay away from there. The state filed a motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing pursuant to Florida statute 907.041. And since there is probable cause for count one, armed robbery with a weapon while wearing a mask, a first-degree felony, I'm going to grant the state's motion and hold you with no bond on count one. Count two, there is probable cause for conspiracy for armed robbery. That bond is going to be $10,000. And you will see a judge tomorrow. Have a good day. Okay, next case we have is Michael Harvey. He was direct filed from juvenile court.
Your Honor, we need to pass him.
Pass him? Okay. Xavier Cade. Good morning, Mr. Cave. You were arrested for petty theft, 2 or more convictions, and trespass to an occupied structure. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. It's from September 8th. It says he's a frequent shoplifter and he stole stuff on this day. Doesn't mention anything about petty theft, 2 or more convictions, or him being a trespasser.
Like just second-degree petty theft.
You want to reset it for the afternoon?
Let me see if I've got it. I can
Sir,
get
you
it.
are ordered to stay away from the Walgreens store at 23201 Southwest 112th Avenue in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that store and you must stay away from there.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, gives me a minute, I can pull a judgment.
I can't really hear you.
Can Your Honor just wait 1 minute? I'm gonna try and get a judgment. Right, F-23, 11188, a conviction for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. February 14th of 24. I'm gonna score you on a dollar count too.
There's probable cause for count one, petty theft, 2 or more convictions. Bond is 25. Want me to split them even though there's no probable cause for count two?
Okay.
So there's probable cause count one, no probable cause count two. It'll be $2,000 count one, $500 count two. Have a good day. Next we have is Raylan Carbonell. Added charge. There's no other microphone there on? What about the other microphones?
Coming up, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Present
Good
speaks
morning.
English.
English?
Yes.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for grand theft. This is from August 9th of 2025. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge. You're stealing a lot of clothing from Burlington store, and sandals and shoes and pants and 23 men's shirts and jacket. So you are ordered to stay away from the Burlington store at 11910 Southwest 88th Street in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that store and you must stay away from there. Your bond is $2,500. Have a good day. Next is Travis Jackson. Good morning, Mr. Jackson. Sir, you were arrested for burglary to an occupied dwelling, burglary to an unoccupied conveyance, 2 counts of attempted burglary to an unoccupied conveyance, and petty theft, 2 or more convictions. This is a case from September 11th of 2025. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So at 2 in the morning, he was captured jumping over the closed front gate of the victim's fenced property and going in the yard. They were asleep at the time inside their home. He's trying to open the driver's side door of 2 of the vehicles parked in the property, a Porsche and a Ferrari. He got into an unlocked Mercedes G-Wagon, but nothing was taken. He took the victim's bicycle that was under the porch, valued at $300. So, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Lucrecia Alvarez. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and you must stay at least 500 feet away from her home, school, and place of employment, and stay away from her residence at 330 Northeast 93rd Street, Miami Shores, Florida. So count 1, burglary to the occupied dwelling. I'm looking at his priors.
I think he's
He
in on
has
a
a lot.
probation warrant, corrections. Is that correct?
He has prior
Yes, he has no
burglaries.
bond.
I'm setting the bonds on count 1 at $10,000, burglary to the occupied dwelling. Count 2, burglary to the unoccupied conveyance is $2,500. Count 3 and 4, the attempted burglaries to the conveyance, $2,500 each count. Count 5, petty theft, 2 or more convictions for the bicycle.
The convictions are on page 2.
It's right there. There's probable cause for that charge, $2,500. Good day, sir. Next is
We have
Luis
the
Perez,
juvenile
page
here now?
14.
We have
What?
we have the juvenile now. We could take
Thank
him.
you. Let's recall Michael Harvey, page 12. Okay. Can I do the private lawyer first? Good morning, Mr. Harvey. You were welcome to adult court. You were direct filed from juvenile court. You were arrested for a case from July 9th. That is aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, fleeing and eluding an officer after, aggravated fleeing and eluding a police officer, causing injury or death, and grand theft of a vehicle. That's one case. And then you have a second case. The charge is armed robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon. So the state sent all the paperwork over here. They filed an information in adult court charging you with these crimes. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office for you. So I need a moment to review the arrest affidavits for probable cause. So when the police were trying to stop his car, he was in an Audi. He jumped into the driver's seat and accelerated at a high speed while turning the steering wheel to the left. And as he attempted to flee, he drove in the detective's direction and crashed into the detective's vehicle. The detective took cover behind his unmarked car to avoid being struck. Then he maneuvered the Audi in the direction of the officers and crashed into a garage pillar in a parked vehicle. He also struck the detective on his legs and back when he accelerated the vehicle in his direction. And the officers discharged their firearms while the Audi was being driven. Okay. So in this case, I believe there is probable cause for aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer aggravated fleeing and eluding after injury and grand theft of a
Judge.
vehicle.
Judge, the information is different than the arrest form.
All
for the
right, so let's see. They charge with the information, count one, aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer. I'm going to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing and hold you with no bond. You're going to see a judge tomorrow. That judge will set a final hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention. So count one is no bond. Count two is grand theft of the vehicle. The Audi was stolen after he was driving. That's a $2,500 bond for count two. Count three of the information is possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a delinquent. I don't know if I see probable cause for that.
I don't see here that he was a delinquent in the arrest form.
I didn't see anything. Miss F, why did the
Is
state
that
attorney's
on it?
office charge him with that when there's nothing in this arrest affidavit to
So
support that?
they charged it because they did a pre-file conference and obtained the information, so there's sworn testimony. But it may not have been in the original affidavit. $1 is
Okay, you want $1 on that, Ms.
I'm
Corey?
fine with the dollar, Judge.
$1 for count three.
Your Honor, we have count one as the battery, aggravated Leo, count two as a fleeing, count three as the grand theft.
Let me look at the calendar. Sorry. When they prepare the information, it's different than the arrest affidavit.
So I think we
And
should do
whatever's-
no bond, $1 and 2,500.
I really can't hear you because of our echo. You got to speak slowly.
Ms. Corey, would that work for you? No bond, $1 and 2,500?
There's 4 charges.
Oh,
So count one and count two are both first-degree felonies. I think
Well, when
count
you're saying, well, which counts are you going by? Are you going by the information or what's on the calendar?
calendar. Count one is the aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer with a deadly weapon. That's no bond. Count two is aggravated fleeing and eluding a police officer after injury. That's no bond for count two.
I think it should be 15,000,
It's a first-degree felony.
right?
Okay.
But I don't think it qualifies as a dangerous crime.
Okay, count two will be $15,000. Count three is grand theft of the vehicle, $2,500. Count four, the possession of a firearm by a delinquent will be $1. Now let me look at the other case. The other case is armed robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon. It's from June 25th. This is at 245 in Miami, by 108th Street. The victim sitting in her vehicle with the door open, unknown armed subject, later identified as Mr. Harvey, approached her, demanded her property at gunpoint. She handed her property to him. He fled the scene on foot. They were able to find the victim's cell phone. They processed it for fingerprints, and Mr. Harvey's fingerprints matched it. Matched what was on the phone. He also gave a full confession. There's probable cause. This is a first-degree felony punishable by life in prison if you are found guilty. I am granting the state's motion for pretrial detention, pending final hearing, and holding you with no bond. You will see a judge tomorrow. That judge will set a final hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention. Good day, sir. Next case we have is Luis Perez.
He refused court, Your Honor.
Did you say refused?
Yes.
Let me review. Battery by detainee. Ms. Corey, you want to waive?
Maybe assault on, I don't know.
It's an
Defendant,
assault.
yeah,
I mean, later on, he struck him. He tried to hit him. It's an assault, but later on, there's a battery.
$1,000.
I'm okay with that. Miss Corey?
You're on Mr. Perez?
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, you need to bring Mr. Harvey back. I didn't read the stay away order.
Oh, wait, one moment.
The echo's making me batty.
So Judge, we have no echo on Zoom. Are you sure there's not just some microphone in the courtroom that's on?
What?
We have no echo on Zoom. Are you sure there's not a microphone somewhere that's on in the courtroom? Any of them?
We checked. It's nothing. Sir, I'm sorry. I had to bring you back to read the stay away order. You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim whose initials are SBG. That's from the armed robbery. No contact with that alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from that victim, their home, school, and place of employment. That's it. Good day, sir. All right, next we have, I'm sorry, Luis Felipe. Do you want to waive his presence? It's probable cause for assault, I think. It could be a battery because he's tried to hit him, missed, and then there's a fight. You want to waive his presence or you want me to reset it?
Sorry, I'm muted. I'm talking to myself. Did he refuse?
Yes.
Okay, we'll waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence bonds $1,000. Then there's Carlos Valdivia, page 15.
He refused, Your Honor.
He refused. It charges
Oh, wait.
aggravated battery.
We'll waive his presence,
I
Judge.
think it's just battery, no?
Yes.
There's probable cause for battery by a detainee on another detainee. You want me to make it $1 also?
1,000?
I mean, not
That's
$1, $1,000, yeah.
That's fine.
A $1,000 bond. Okay, that's it for the out of turns for corrections. Let me call the private lawyers, then we can try shutting down Zoom. First one is Rodriguez, Eric Peralta Rodriguez, page 2. He's out on bond. I don't
So
know
the
if there's.
date of arrest on that case was July 10th.
This is May, there's no hold.
Okay.
Good morning. Where's Mr. Beckham? Is he here? Yeah, let me promote him.
Yes, Your
Oh,
Honor,
hi,
I'm
Mr.
here.
Beckham. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Sir, Mr. Peralta Rodriguez, do you speak English?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, sir, good morning. You were arrested for trafficking in cocaine. This is from May 15th of 2025. Your attorney is present. Do you want to announce for the record, please, counsel?
Justin Beckham on behalf of Eric Peralta Rodriguez. Just as an introduction, Your Honor, these new charges, allegations are from before his most recent.
No, there's no hold corrections, no hold on F25 14656.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I've reviewed all the arrest forms.
You
Oh,
know,
he
he
has
has
one.
4 cases, no hold on either case.
Wait, I didn't see the other 3. He also has another one, the same type of charges from January 2025, June 25th, and January 30th. So, Ms. F, they all,
Right, they all
Predate,
happened
right?
before July.
no hold on any of the cases. Thank you. Let's go case by case.
Yes, Your Honor.
In this case, F25 21275. Do you have any argument regarding probable cause? It looks like there was a sale of 57 grams of cocaine. 2
Your Honor.
ounces of cocaine. What?
As far as the probable cause, I understand that the grams meet the required amount. My only argument is just a mitigation type argument that there's obviously 2 confidential informants involved. And again, Your Honor, this happened allegedly 4 months ago. He was already arrested for something else in the meantime by the same police. So I don't know why this happened to come up now, but I do understand that the grams meet the amount.
Stater, you want a $15,000 bond?
That's fine.
$15,000 bond.
And Your Honor, in terms of setting these bonds, I would request that as the court goes case by case, to try to come up with perhaps something that's reasonable, because if we start to add up these bonds, it's going to be tantamount to no bond. And so that's one of my arguments, Judge, that I'm making.
There's also a Nebbia requirement too, plus a Nebbia.
I
Want to make
understand.
sure the money he's using to post the bond is from a legitimate source of funds.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay, next is F25-21274. That's from January 7th of 2025. So the charge is conspiracy for trafficking in cocaine and trafficking in cocaine.
And Your Honor, I do have a probable cause argument. I don't believe there's anything in furtherance of the conspiracy. In other words, I understand that it meets the required grams, 117.5 allegedly, but there's nothing for the other F1 in terms of furtherance of the conspiracy, just a conversation.
I'm okay lowering it here. He should have a higher bond. It's a first-degree felony. It was 117 grams. State, should I just leave it at 15,000 for both?
I mean, I think a higher bond would be appropriate, but I'll defer to the court.
Okay. I'll set the bond at 25,000 then for count 2. Count 1 will be $5,000 and count 2 will be $20,000 plus a Nebbia requirement.
And Your Honor, I would argue for a reduction, but it's over the course of all 4 cases. In other words, I understand that we're going case by case, but eventually we're going to end up at a bond that's tantamount to no bond.
You know what? These drugs are destroying people in our community, and I'm gonna have no sympathy to lower a bond. I don't mind being fair to him to split them and lower it a little bit, but this is a lot of drugs. It's a lot of cocaine. 117 grams. So let me see. I know he's just facing a 3-year minimum mandatory. It should be a $25,000 bond. I don't know. State, you want me to make it 15 on count 2, total 20? You can
We're
do
trying
that.
to do total of 25, so 20 on
I'll
count.
do 5,000 count 1, $15,000 bond count 2, so it's $20,000 on this case. That's still a substantial bond. Next is F25-21273. That's from June 25th. He's charged of possession with intent to sell cocaine and conspiracy for trafficking in cocaine.
So it's just under 28 grams.
And Your Honor, again, I reviewed this and it is under 28 grams. So I'd argue that there's no probable cause. Also for the trafficking charge conspiracy, again, there's nothing in furtherance that anyone can prove that the conspiracy would ever take place. It's a conversation. There are no actions in furtherance of the conspiracy, so there should be no probable cause for either charge in this case.
For which one? Count 2?
Judge, yes, that's a conversation. That's conspiracy to traffic. That's based on alleged conversation with CI.
I know.
Well,
Did you see no probable cause for count 1?
count 1, I see probable cause.
Yes. Okay, I can split them. I agree with Mr. Beckham. I don't see probable cause for count 2.
I mean, it's because he said they were negotiating a further deal.
Because what?
They were, it said during the buy, the defendant told the CI he was willing to sell him 9 ounces for 4,800.
Anyway. There's probable, all right, so that would be probable cause then.
Well, Judge, it's just a conversation. There's nothing in furtherance of the conspiracy. There has to be at least.
I think the fact that he's selling him drugs and is offering him more is enough. So it would be probable cause. Anyway, I'll split the bonds. Count 1, possession with intent to sell cocaine. I'm sorry, that or sale of cocaine will be $5,000. Count 2 is $2,500 plus a Nebbia. Then there's F25-21272. That's from January 30th of 2025. He's charged with trafficking in cocaine and he sold 51.1 grams. Bond is $15,000. plus the Nebbia requirement. So, sir, you have a good lawyer. Listen to what he tells you, and you can readdress the bond amount with the division judge if he's unable to post the bond. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Nice to see you. Have a
It's
good day.
Judge Hernandez, Christine Hernandez. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Next,
Okay.
we have Taquan Ussery on page 6. He has family in court. You can come up. Good morning, Mr. Ussery. You were arrested for grand theft of a firearm. What happened to his 2 misdemeanors, resisting without and trespass?
He's going this afternoon, Your Honor.
This afternoon in courtroom 5-3?
Yes.
The family can get the Zoom ID or come back and go to courtroom 5-3. I think they start at 1 o'clock. So in this case, let's see.
The allegations are that he stole his uncle's gun. I think his uncle is on Zoom. I'll promote him.
Who were
Defendant,
you? The father?
18 years old.
His father's in court. Well, he's 18 now. You got to play with the big boys if he wants to do big boy stuff. He's looking at up to 5 years in prison. You got to spare $2,500 for a bond, because that's what the bond amount is. You working, sir? Your bond's $2,500. There's probable cause for the charge.
Yes, Judge, he does landscaping.
He does landscaping?
Yes.
Okay. Then he can hopefully pay for the bond. Did the uncle want to be heard?
Mr. Cordy, you want to talk to the judge? You got to unmute, turn on your camera.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir. Anything you want to say? Your nephew stole your gun.
Well, yeah, he does do landscaping. With me, he was doing it, but I don't know if he's doing it outside of me. As
You
far
still
as
gonna
working,
employ him after he stole your gun?
well, I wouldn't say employ him. However, I did take him in to try to direct him in the right direction. He got a hold to the wrong crowd, but I am going to still take him in and try to get him. He was going to church with me at some point, and
Maybe he needs
how
to
I
go
met
back to
him.
church and maybe think about getting his education or enrolling in the military.
I agree with you 100%. Military, he can't get because of his health condition. But I met him as a school security guard, the kid in school, and it went from there. Got on with the family. He just got I think he hooked up with the wrong people. So I'm gonna still try to help him out outside of this. But as far as employing him, I can't under these circumstances.
I understand. I wouldn't employ somebody who stole from me. Anyway, I'm gonna set a
Especially
bond.
not something like that.
All right. I'll do pretrial alternate bond, $2,500. You get out for free with pretrial or post a bond, your choice. Go to church, go listen to your parents. I know you're 18, you're old enough to vote. You're not old enough to make smart decisions though, apparently. So
No.
maybe you need to just grow up a little. And listen to your parents, your uncle who are trying to help you, sir. So that we have to come back, because you are facing up to 5 years in prison if you're found guilty of this charge, together with up to a year in jail for the resisting without violence, which is a first-degree misdemeanor and a trespass to the car. So stay away from your friends who are gonna help make your life better by getting you in trouble, buying you a one-way ticket to the jail. All right, have a good day.
Thanks,
Thank you, sir,
Judge.
for coming in.
Yes, ma'am.
So courtroom 5-3, if you have a seat pretrial, can get your information.
Pretrial.
Yeah, but he is 1 o'clock, 5-3 for the other case. You may want to appear on that. All right, video, you want me to shut down now to try and redo Zoom? I don't know how to shut down unless I shut the whole thing off.
Yeah.
Thank you, Louis. We need a moment to log off of Zoom to try and get rid of our echo.
Recording stopped.
Then I'm going to start with the ladies, and I hope to be done quickly. Everybody's going to have to log back on again, sorry.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, yes, and there's no echo.
Let's go then.
Let's start. All right, TGK, I don't,
Your Honor,
yes,
we need to take one out of turn, page 3. Julio de Gournay.
yes, ma'am.
President speaks English.
Good morning, sir. Do you speak English? Yes, you just said he speaks English. I'm sorry. Page 3, Julio de Gournay. Got it. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Let me review for probable cause.
Recording in progress.
So there's probable cause for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. He allegedly was threatening the victim with a machete. You are ordered to stay away from Siobhan Gooden, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. You must stay at least 500 feet away from his home, school, and place of employment at all times. So I'm setting a bond. It's going to be $5,000. He came in on 2 bench warrants. Good luck to you, sir. Can I start with the ladies now? Page 1, Kiara Palmer, please. Louie, you know you're on Zoom. Everybody's watching what you're doing. I guess he doesn't care. Good morning, Miss Palmer. Ma'am, you were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and petty theft. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Do you have to go to the victim's home to collect any of your belongings?
No, ma'am, I don't live there.
Thank you. All right, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, whose initials are DG. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, victim's home, school, and place of employment at all times. Do you understand the stay away order?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, this is from 2023. I see no prior record. Would you consider pretrial for Ms. Palmer?
Sure, if state has no objection.
Fine.
Okay, pretrial services, alternate bonds.
I don't think there's a value on
There isn't.
You
Count
get-
count one is $5,000. It's from 2023. Count 1 will be $3,000 and count 2 is $150. Have a good day. Okay, next case we have is, this can go in the trash. Talea Bendros. Good morning, Ms. Bendros. You were arrested for robbery by sudden snatching, battery, petty theft, resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charges. The victim's her mother. Apparently she's driving mom's car, getting a lot of traffic tickets. Mom doesn't want her to drive the car. Took the tag, I think. Anyway, she keeps She had an argument with her mother, snatched her phone. She pushed her. Ma'am, you're ordered to stay away from your mother, whose initials are TST. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'll give a pretrial. Pretrial services. Alternate bond, count one, robbery by sudden snatching will be $1,500. Count two, battery is $1,000. Count three, petty theft. There's no value, although I think it's over $150, but I'll leave count three at
No, it does
150.
say 650 in the middle of page 2.
Oh, it did. I didn't see that. Oh, yeah, I underlined it, 650. Count three then is $500. It's petty theft, a first degree misdemeanor. Count four, resisting without, is $500. Have a good day, ma'am. Next, we have page 2, Ernest Thomas. Good morning, Mr. Thomas. You were arrested for possession of a weapon or firearm on school property. I will appoint the public defender's office for you
Looks like he works there and he brought his gun to work.
and do that. There's probable cause for the charge. Anyway, I'll set a pretrial services alternate bond, $2,500. Have a nice day, sir. Next is Timothy Hunter.
Taps, good. I don't think there's enough for the construction site.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for trespass at a construction site, possession of cocaine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for a trespass, a misdemeanor, possession of cocaine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. You are ordered to stay away from the Greyhound Yard at 1201 Northwest First Avenue in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there. I will give him tap with an alternate bond. Count one is $500. Count two is $2,500 for possession of cocaine. Count three is $500 bond for possession of drug paraphernalia. You have to come to court for your arraignment
30.
October 30th at 9 a.m. Courtroom 6-2. Thanks, Eric. There's one here. I'll just cross it out. We had it from the last time we were in here. Okay. Next case, Frederick Cornelius, page 3. Good morning. Sir, you were
A bond
arrested.
out?
Oh,
Is
it's a
a bond out?
bond out. Thank you.
We have a few bond outs today.
Oh, isn't that nice?
This is Mr. Ramos.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Joshua Ramos, good morning, sir. Or Josue. Sir, you were arrested for possession of crystal meth, a controlled substance, and possession of a controlled substance called GHB. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
You may qualify for TAP.
Okay. There's probable cause for the charges. 1 minute. Yep. All right, so TAP alternate bond. Count 1 is $2,500 and count 2 is $2,500. Sir, you have to come to court for your arraignment on October 30th at 9 a.m. Courtroom 3-2 before Judge Block. Have a good day. Next, Manuel De Leon Jr. He has a hold for F-25 16452A. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for, and is English okay? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So you were arrested for possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a convicted felon, possession, improper exhibition of a weapon or firearm. Second. Trespass to an unoccupied structure or conveyance and contributing to the delinquency or dependency of a minor, and you're also out on felony bond. There's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow. So let me review for probable cause.
So he's in the back seat of a stolen car, and he's got, let's see, he's holding a gun to his chest with his finger on the trigger.
According to the arrest form, it's a stolen tag on the car.
It was a stolen tag.
Hold on. But it also says that, okay, the tag was reported stolen. All right.
What about the, he's a convicted felon, but what about the contributing to the delinquency or
One of
dependency?
the front passenger and one of the co-defendants is a minor.
Minor.
It's not clear what the delinquency, what he's contributing.
You want $1 on that? That's fine. He's got the hold anyways.
That's fine.
Count 1, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon is a $7,500 bond. Count 2, improper exhibition of a weapon or firearm, $2,500. Count 3,
Just
the
count
trust.
two.
What? Oh, 2 is a misdemeanor, excuse me. Count 2 is $500, not $2,500. Count 3, trespass to the conveyance is $500. And count 4.
Judge, there's nothing indicating it was a trespass. It was a stolen tag, not a stolen car. But I'm okay with $1, Judge, since he's got the hold.
Okay. It'll be $1 for count 3. In count 4, I don't see probable cause. I set it at $1. So 3 and 4, no probable cause. And you'll see the division judge tomorrow. Have a nice day, sir. Next we have is Brian Vivo.
Bonded out.
Thank you.
And Edward's bonded out also.
Thank you. All right, bond out for Vivo and bond out for Maurice Edwards. Alex Gutierrez. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. He also has an open fugitive warrant.
It's a Florida Department of Corrections parole violation.
Okay. Yeah, they want to see you. Let me take a look at that. He had 2 grams of cocaine in his pocket. There's probable cause. Bond is $2,500. Have a nice day, sir. Next is Edwin Soto. We're on page 4.
I think there may be probable cause for an armed
For an
robbery.
armed robbery. Good morning, Mr. Soto. Do you speak English? Yes.
Yes.
So you were arrested for a case from September 19th. The charge is aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer and petty theft. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So he's stealing from Publix. I guess the off-duty officer
He's a fish, I think he's a fish and wildlife officer.
is still a certified law enforcement officer. He's
I
working-
understand that, Judge.
So he's trying to steal. He threatened the officer he's going to kill him, and he pointed a knife at his direction when he said that. The officer obtained his book bag where he had the items. He left the area. Inside his bag, they found 6 bottles of Advil, 3 bottles of Tylenol. Value is $144. Oh, I'm sorry. And then there's it says 3 bottles of Tylenol valued at $43. His identification card also was in the backpack. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the public supermarket at 1585 West 49th Street in Hialeah, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there, sir. Do you understand? So he exited the store. That means there's probable cause for armed. Count 1 is aggravated assault with an
It's
alarm.
not, okay.
Yes.
On
Count Count 2, it's an armed robbery. He exited the store.
So Judge, it's not clear if the officer was working for the store at the time, or if he just happened to be shopping at the time.
Oh, but he was off duty.
He's still a law enforcement officer. It's still an armed robbery. He was told, he told him,
But I guess Ms. Corey's point is he off duty, like working an off duty job? Or was he just like shopping at the store?
oh, okay.
So if he's just shopping, I don't think it's an armed robbery. That's probably why they charged it as
Oh, okay.
an
That's
assault on a
fine.
law enforcement officer since he identified himself.
Count 1, there's probable cause for aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer with a deadly weapon. Is that a first-degree felony or no?
No. Because
Okay.
ag assault is an F2, it bumps it to ag assault is an F3, this bumps it to an F2.
With the deadly weapon, doesn't that make it a F1?
I think that's why it's an aggravated assault.
Okay,
Correct.
fine. Bond on count 1 is $7,500. Count 2, petty theft, is going to be $500. Stay away from that, Publix. Have a good day. He has prior convictions for petty theft. Did you want to show them to me? Or no?
If you're on just the daisies for now.
Okay. Next is Henry Brown. Page 5. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine, attempted tampering with evidence, and trespass on property. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
You may qualify for
Tap or tap.
that's good.
All right, so sir, you are ordered to stay away from the property at 913 Northwest 80th Street in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there. Tap alternate bond count 1 will be $1,000 bond. Count 2, attempted tampering with evidence is $1,000 bond. Count 3, trespass is $500. Have a good day. Oh, you have to come to court for the arraignment, sorry. Arraignment date is October 30th at 9 a.m. Courtroom 2-3 before Judge Gamis. Have a nice day. Next case, Christopher Castro, page 5.
He's a violent felony offender, special concern.
He is out on probation, hold for F21-15656. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine, resisting an officer without violence, trespass after warning, and possession of drug paraphernalia. You do have a hold to see your judge tomorrow because you're on probation. Let me review for probable cause. So, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the property at 913 Northwest 80th Street in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that property and you must stay away from there, sir. Count 1, there's probable cause for possession of cocaine. I'll set it at $1,000. Count 2, there's probable cause for resisting an officer without violence, $500 bond. Count 3, trespass after warning, $500 bond. Count 4, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. Have a nice day, sir. Next case is Harrison Vines.
We need to pass him, Your Honor.
Thank you. Isaac Lopez. Come on down.
What happened
Good
to
morning,
Mr.
sir.
Fine?
Pass him.
Oh, pass him.
Corrections. Thank you. Mr. Lopez, good morning. Sir,
Good
you were
morning.
arrested for making a false report about placing a bomb or explosive device and disturbing a school or religious assembly. This is from September 28th, which I think was Sunday. This is at the St. Andrew Greek Orthodox Church. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Need a review for probable cause? All right, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the St. Andrew's Greek Orthodox Church at 7901 Southwest 88th Street in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that church and you must stay away from there. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so he's told him twice there was a bomb there. There was a noise coming from his phone that had a high-pitched alarm, ticking countdown coming, and then as the church service ended, he's yelling out Allah Akbar. I don't know, he's disturbing the service. There's probable cause for the charges. I don't know if he needs to go to the hospital, if there's any mental health issues, Ms. Corey.
Judge, he does not currently have benefits. They're in an application process, but has not been approved yet.
Okay,
The
well, I'm
defendant was arrested last year in Pasco County for aggravated assaults. I don't have the disposition. I also see a prior address in Wesley Chapel, Florida. Not sure how long he's been in Miami. The state is requesting a bond plus house arrest.
Oh, I think that sounds reasonable based on what I read. Count one, false report of a bomb is $7,500. Count two, disturbing the school assembly or church assembly is $150, plus house arrest with a GPS monitor, level 3 house arrest. You want a curfew or no?
Yes.
Curfew from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Good day, sir. Next case we have is Alexander Martos, page 6. Mr. Martos is out on felony bond. He's going to have a hold for F-25 17906. Where's Mr. Martos? Is that him? No. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of heroin and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I'm not sure what the paraphernalia is. Is it the, oh, I had a pipe, sorry. There's probable cause for the charge. You're out on felony bond. There's a hold for you to see the division judge tomorrow for your open case, F-25 17906. It's a $2,500 bond, count one. And count two, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. Have a nice day, sir. Next, Danielle DeBras. Good morning, sir. Mr. DeBras, you were arrested for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and possession of cannabis. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I need a moment to review your arrest affidavit for probable cause. So I guess the victim was walking down the street, decided to go at 6 in the morning, decided to urinate in the bushes, and then he was hit with a metal pipe, I guess by Mr. DeBras. So there would be probable cause for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. So you are ordered to stay away from Akeem Strong, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. You must stay at least 500 feet away from his home, school, and place of employment at all times. So there's probable cause for count one. The bond is $7,500. Count two, possession of cannabis is $1. Have a nice day. Next is Acacio Carrera. Sorry, Renee, I'm trying not to spill anything, especially given your injury.
He's present.
I'll pick it up after if you want. Good morning, Mr. Carrera. You were arrested for possession of cocaine possession of drug paraphernalia and possession of cannabis, and a second case for unlawful or fraudulent use of personal identification. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So I need a moment to review the arrest affidavit for probable cause. Let's see. The fraudulent use of personal identification is from July 20th. So the victim left her stuff on the beach. When she went in the water, her belongings were stolen, then her credit cards are used. On July 24th, there's CCTV footage. And it shows somebody using her credit card. The manager recognized him, but not by name. He's buying cigarettes. The defendant's buying cigarettes and paying with the victim's credit card. All right, so on F 25-21266 is probable cause for the charge. That bond is $2,500. The other case, possession of cocaine. Let's see. They found 4 grams of cannabis, another gram of cannabis, a pipe with residue. So there's probable cause for count 1, possession of cocaine, $1,000 bond. Count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. Count 3, possession of cannabis, ROR. Have a good day. Next is Jeffrey Zelaya. Morning, sir. You were arrested for battery with a prior conviction. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. It's from April 1st of 2022. Are you currently together with Katia Lopez?
No, ma'am.
All right. Yes, so there's probable cause for the charge. You are ordered to stay away from Katia Lopez, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home, school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the stay away order?
I do.
All right, your bondsman is here, so I'll set a bond.
Judge, I'd actually find probable cause for simple battery.
But why is that? It says it's his prior theft, battery conviction.
Oh, because I see a battery withhold.
Oh, but it happened after the incident, Ms. Corey?
Right, the withholds from May the 11th, 2022. This incident's from April 2022.
Okay, probable cause for battery. His bondsman is here. The bond is $1,000. Have a good day. Next case is Dante Noble Sinclair. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for grand theft of a vehicle, trespass to an unoccupied structure or conveyance, contributing to the delinquency or dependency of a minor, and petty theft. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Let me take a look at this. So he's a driver of the vehicle. Juvenile in the front passenger seat. Vehicle was reported stolen. So I guess there's probable cause for count two because he's in a stolen vehicle. You want me to split 1 and 2? It's third-degree felony, grand theft.
That's fine.
Any objection to pretrial? He's
It's
eligible for pretrial? I know
okay.
he was resisting, he wouldn't get out of the car, but it's all right. Count 1, sorry, it's gonna be pretrial services, alternate bond. Count 1 will be $2,000. Count 2, trespass will be $500. Count 3, contributing to the dependency or delinquency of a minor. I'll set that at $1,000. And count 4, petty theft. It's $150. Have a good day. What's the petty theft? I'm sorry. Is it a tag? Okay. Next is Jose Matute Hernandez, page 7.
Bond it out.
Bond out. Bellman Reddick.
Bond it out.
Just 2. Then we need Zion Smith. Mr. Smith
on
there,
felony
come
bond.
on down. Good morning, Mr. Smith. You were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You're out on felony bond. There's a hold for F-25 21168. So you got to see the division judge tomorrow. There's probable cause for the charge. Your bond is $1,000, but you got to see the division judge tomorrow since you're out on felony bond. Have a good day. Next is Joseph Ceballos, page.
Bond it out.
Okay, thank you. Page 8. Jonathan Mustaine, page
This
9.
was that for PC hearing, if your honor would just set bonds for the counts, the counts that the court is finding probable cause for.
Okay. Your Bay Harbor Police didn't want to come in?
I don't think anybody's here.
All right, anybody here? Officer Martinez Arias from Bay Harbor? Nope. Very well. Count 1, there's probable cause. I gotta review it. Was it crystal meth? At the residue, let's see. It doesn't even say what it is. It just says a small pipe. Wait a minute. No, it says a small baggie with crystal meth, 4 grams, 0.4 grams. Count 1, there's probable cause for possession of a controlled substance, $2,500 bonds. I thought he had a bondsman here yesterday. I don't know. Count 2, there's 2 and 3, there's probable cause. Unlawful possession of the stolen credit or debit card. 2 will be $2,500. 3 is $2,500. Count 4, no probable cause. ROR, or really want to release outright count 4? One second. So count 5. I better get my
You know,
calendar.
count 4, was that an ROR?
Oh, I'm sorry. Count, no. Count, let me go through the calendar and say it right. Count 3. I made a 1, 2, 3. 4 is an RO, release outright, not an ROR. I'll just have to So I didn't see anything about 5 through 14. I don't think I recall seeing anything with probable cause for that.
What is that? The fictitious?
Yeah,
It says a photograph of falsified credit cards. So
that
these-
says possession of a stolen or fictitious driver's license.
Multiple false identification cards
Where's that?
in the middle of page 2.
I got it. Okay, so I'll find probable cause for 2. It says multiple. That's more than one. So count 5 and 6, there's probable cause, $2,500, count 5, $2,500, count 6. Count 7 through 14. Release outright. So count 15, that's the forged credit cards. 7 counts of that. I'll set count 15 at $2,500. Second. How many stolen credit cards were there? Or there's possession of fake?
I think at least 2.
Count 16 will be $2,500, then count 17 through 21. Release outright. Then count 22, possession of drug paraphernalia. 1 second. It doesn't say what the that's the meth residue. All right, count 22 is $500, and count 23, unlawful possession of less than 4 identifications. I think there's probable cause for that. That's $500. Good luck to you, sir. I think you had a bondsman here yesterday. I'm not sure. Next is Fletcher Jimson. Good morning. Sir, you were arrested for 2 cases. The first one is second-degree murder, and this count 1 and possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a convicted felon. This is from September 10th. The second case is an arrest warrant charging you with attempted second-degree murder with a firearm and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. And the second case is from September 10th as well.
So Judge, in the arrest form, it addresses a private attorney, Hugo Appelane.
Okay, sir, are you able to hire a private lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you hired a private lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is his name?
Hugo Appelane is he turned himself in to the police with his attorney judge. Last name is Appellaniz.
Okay, so I guess the attorney should be in court. They didn't know to come to court. Did you speak with your lawyer?
He just turned me in yesterday, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. We have to call the lawyer. Iris, I don't know if you can help me call this attorney. 1 minute. I'm looking up his number on the bar website. How do you spell his last name?
A P like Paul, ELLA, and like no, IZ like zebra.
APELLANZ? Or, oh,
I
IZ.
see.
All right, 1 minute, let's try it again.
Jordan.
Jordan?
Yeah, Jordan.
Okay. Not call the office, yeah, the Ryer Jordan Law Firm. One second. He says his lawyer is Hugo Aquamanez. Does he help surrender him in? Is he planning on making an appearance in court, or is it just? Can you get him on the phone? They're getting him on the phone, and I'm just reviewing the arrest warrants and affidavit. I'm reading it still, and I'm waiting for the attorney to pick up. Ms. F, what do they write? The arrest affidavit and a warrant for the same thing. And then you gave me a stay away order.
Right, because one of them was charged as an
Is it
attempt.
Oh, because then he died on September 14th. That's why. Okay. I understand. Sorry. I'm a little slow. So they're not responding. I should have asked for Mr. Ryer. I guess I'll reset the case or I can pass it, see if the attorney comes in. I can do that. I'm making a finding of probable cause. Just so we're clear, he's charged with the attempted second-degree murder and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon in the arrest warrant case. Just so it's clear, he shot the person on September 10th, allegedly. Oh, 1 second. Yes, hi. Well, then you need to go on the Zoom and do it. When you log on the Zoom, I'll promote you. Raise your hand and I'll promote you and you can be part of it. Appreciate it. Okay, your attorney who's rendered with you is in another courtroom. The other attorneys are in an Arthur hearing, so if another attorney from the office is going to log on to Zoom, so just have a seat for a minute. We'll be right with you. Or you can wait. She can stand right there. She said she's logging on right now. Anyway, wait for the attorney. Yes, he was convicted of manslaughter in 1998, so there's probable cause for possession of the firearm by convicted felon too. Let's see if the attorney's here. I don't know. Don't see her. I guess you don't need the stay away order, Mr. Miller.
No, no stay away order.
Okay, there you go. So technically, there's probable cause for both cases, but let me
So if
pass.
Yana would grant the motion on both, and we're probably gonna no action one of them. I don't know which one.
Well,
Well,
probably the
maybe the lower.
attempted.
We may keep the lower case number, or we may keep the one with the correct charge. I don't know.
I don't know.
Which
It's
we're gonna
up to your
file on.
office. But where's the attorney? She said she was gonna log on. I don't know. I guess go have a seat when she comes on. I thought she was gonna log on right away. So, oh, there she is. Miss Clark to the rescue. Thank you. Miss Clark, are you there? Good morning. Thank you for logging on. Thank you so much.
Thank you for recalling and passing the case for us, Judge.
My pleasure. So Mr. Jimson is here. So he has the two cases. I figured it out. One, he's charged with attempted second-degree murder and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. So this is from September 10th. And then on September 14th, the victim died. They dropped another arrest affidavit charging him with second-degree murder and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. So Ms. Eth, what did you want to say something about?
If Your Honor would grant the motion on both, and we'll see which case we ultimately file.
There's probable cause for the charges in both cases. On the case from September 10th, your client was seen shooting the victim. He's also a convicted felon since he has a conviction for manslaughter from 1988. And on the second case, F25-21282, there's also probable cause for second-degree murder and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon because the victim died. So they dropped the other arrest affidavit. As to the attempted second-degree murder charge and murder charge, The state's going to have to decide which case they're going to proceed on. I'm going to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing and hold you with no bonds. So on F, let's start with F25-21282. The murder charge, that's no bonds. Count 2, possession of a firearm by convicted felon is $7,500. Who should I mark down as the private attorney? I guess you're here, Ms. Clark, right?
Yes, Judge, but he is represented by Ryer Jordan.
Okay. So should just put Ryer Jordan, okay. All right, then the other case. F25-19945, I'm granting the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing and holding you with no bond on count 1. And count 2 is what do you want me to do for the possession of a firearm by convicted felon? Just set the same bond, 7,500 count 2. Thank you so much, Ms. Clark. And he's going to go have a hearing tomorrow before the division judge, which I believe is Judge Brinkley at 9 a.m. That's on the state's motion for pretrial detention. Okay? You'll let
Yes, Judge.
somebody know so they appear, or you'll appear.
We'll be there, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Next is Raul Santana, page 10.
I was told he's appearing by Zoom. Corrections, do you know when he's appearing?
No, he's supposed to be on Zoom, but he's not there yet.
Should we pass?
Oh, wait, there he is, there he is. He's on here, TGK Zoom, Judge.
Are you a co-host or no?
No, I usually.
All right, let's see if I can handle things here. All right, I made you a co-host so you can deal with
Okay.
it.
There we go.
Have a nice day.
Corrections, if you can turn on your video, please. With Mr. Santana. Oh, they declined. Let me try again. Wait, here though. Corrections, if you can unmute and turn on your video, please, with Mr. Santana.
Why don't I pass it a minute till they have them on? I got another case to do. Ferdinand Santiago. Page 11.
No, they went to go get him. He's not here yet.
Okay. All right, I have another case I passed, and then we're done. Harrison Vines on page 5.
He refused, Your Honor.
Thank you. Let me review for probable cause. There's probable cause for the charge. You want to reset it for tomorrow? Or,
Yes.
I mean, the afternoon, pardon me.
Yes, please.
Okay, reset for the afternoon. All right, what about anybody else? I got 2 cases left. The 2 I passed.
Should be Raul Santana now.
Raul Santana there?
Or they just turned on their volume, but then they turned it off.
Yes,
There-
Your Honor. I'm walking to him right now, Your Honor. This is Officer Alonso.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Raul Santana.
Good morning, Mr. Santana. Mr. Santana, you were arrested for, does he need a Spanish? English. Spanish, maybe? Good morning. Is English okay?
Yeah, English, okay.
All right, sir. You were arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer, tampering with a physical evidence, resisting an officer with violence, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Hi, Mr. Santana, please do not discuss the facts of your case while we're here in court today, okay?
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you, ma'am.
It just talks about a crack pipe. It doesn't say anything else. There's probable cause for battery on a law enforcement officer. It's alleged that he kicked the officer on her thigh. So that bond is $5,000. Count 2, there's probable cause for tampering with evidence for throwing the crack pipe. It's $1,000 bond. Count 3, resisting with an officer with violence is $2,500. Count 4, there's no probable cause. You want $1 or release outright? Ms. Corey?
$1 is fine.
$1 for count 4. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
You too, man. God bless you, man.
All right. Then what about Ferdinand Santiago?
Come in, Your Honor.
He's coming up. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited he's here. This is our last case. Good
Mr.
morning, sir.
Santiago, English is fine.
Thank you, sir. You were arrested for battery by a detainee on another detainee, and I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So let me review for probable cause. There's probable cause for the charge. Your bond is $2,500. Have a nice day, sir. That's it for the morning calendar. What time you want to start? Hello, anybody
All right, it
taking
doesn't matter to
numbers?
me, Judge. 120, 130.
Sounds good to me.
1:30? 1:30? I'm told 1:30, so I'll see everybody then.
All righty, thank you.
Thank you. Don't know where we'll be, but we'll see you then.
Recording stopped.
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome to Felony First Appearance Hearings. I am Judge Mindy GLAZER. I will be presiding today.
Recording
The
in
video for
progress.
first appearance hearings has been played to all defendants. I need everyone to please stand up, raise your right hand and be sworn in by our clerk.
Good afternoon, everybody. All rise and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. Is there an interpreter here? We need an interpreter. Iris, can you call an interpreter, please? If there's anybody here for a case on Zoom, please type the defendant's name in the chat room. Let's get started. Can the attorneys announce for the record, please state?
Massa F on behalf of the state.
Good
Rebecca
afternoon.
Corey, Assistant Public Defender. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We're starting now with Miss Arias Sotelo Lugo.
Okay.
She's present.
And she should qualify for.
Good
proof.
afternoon. English okay? I hope so.
Yes,
I
yes,
have an
okay.
interpreter. Ma'am, you got arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charge. Is pretrial okay? State any objection?
No objection.
Pretrial services, alternate bond, count 1 is $2,500. Count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. Have a nice day. Next case is Brian Pfeiffer, page 2.
He should be on Zoom, Your Honor.
He's on Zoom? Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Pfeiffer. You were arrested for 1 count of strong arm robbery. I will, can you afford to hire an attorney?
I don't know right now, Your Honor.
Do you own your home?
Yes, I do.
You don't qualify for the public defender. You want to waive a lawyer's presence so that I can read you the stay away order and set a bond now so that you can get out of jail quicker? Or do you want me to reset this case for tomorrow to give you a chance to have a lawyer here?
Would definitely rather you go ahead and issue a bond now.
Fine.
The alleged
Thank you.
victim is logged on. Ma'am, if you want to talk to the judge, you have to accept the promotion to a panelist, unmute and turn on your camera. If you don't want to talk to the judge, you don't have to. It's up to you. You can also type a message.
I'm gonna enter a stay away order if I don't hear from, let me promote her and see if she wants to speak to us. Ms. Pfeiffer, if you want to speak to us, you gotta unmute and put on your video. Otherwise, I'm gonna enter a stay away order. There does look like there is probable cause for the charge. Ma'am, do you wish to be heard? You have to unmute and put on your video. Ms. Pfeiffer, do you wish to say anything to the court? She's declining, okay. Do you
So
want
ma'am,
to?
just let us, the judge is going to do a stay away order. Can you write in the chat whether or not you want it?
Hello? Hello?
Hello, hi, do you want a stay away order?
Yes, I do, please.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, thank you. So Mr. Pfeiffer, I'm entering a stay away order from the alleged victim whose initials are YP. No contact with the alleged victim, YP, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and follow receipt with the court. And you may return to the victim's residence 1 time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without a police officer, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order, sir? Mr. Pfeiffer, you understand the stay away order? They're frozen on Zoom. Hello, Zoom. TGK, can you do anything to call them to get him back on, to make sure he understands the stay away order?
Am I heard?
Ma'am, I hear you. I'm waiting to see if your husband comes back on to acknowledge he understands the stay away order.
She said it already.
Ma'am, do you want to say anything? Because if so, I have to swear you in. Otherwise,
Yes. But I don't
Okay.
have an attorney with me.
you what?
I said yes, but I do not have an attorney with me.
You don't need an attorney, but I'm going to have to promote you. You have to accept a promotion as a panelist so
Yep.
I can swear
I
you
am-
in.
I understand. So I join as a
Yeah.
panelist.
Yeah. Corrections, is he coming back?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hello, ma'am. Raise your right hand and be sworn, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are going to give in this proceeding will be the truth, if so state I do?
I do.
Thank you. I just need a moment for your husband to log back on before I take any questions. Corrections, I don't know where he is.
You're gonna have to pass him, Your Honor.
I'm gonna have to pass it. So ma'am, just can you put your video off until we're ready to go? Thank you.
Is it
I
off?
guess I'll ask you real quick. Did you want a stay away order?
Yes, ma'am, I do. That's one of the main things. I'm very scared. His threats have become more and more violent.
But
And
ma'am, I just read him a stay away order. I
yes,
gotta bring him
I
back to make
understand
sure
that,
he
but you are,
understands it.
yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else you wanted to say?
No,
Okay. I need to bring him back in and make sure he understands the stay away order because the Zoom froze. If there's any issues, please contact the state attorney's office if he violates a stay away order or call the police.
And so he's gonna be able to go back to your house one time with the police.
will I be advised? May I ask, may I speak? Will I be advised when he's going to come?
I don't
So
think so.
I'm-
They're back. No, I don't. I
Joining
don't
now,
think so.
Judge.
Thank you very much. Thank you, corrections. Sorry, Mr. Pfeiffer, I don't know if I was reading the stay away order and Zoom froze. I'm reading it again. Do not have any contact with the alleged victim, your wife, whose initials are YP. No contact with the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And no contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home, school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I don't know what bond you want. He grabbed her wrist and forcefully took the cell phone from her grasp. He has no priors. What do you want, 2,500, 3,000? What do you want?
That's fine, Judge.
$2,500 bond, and your wife is here. If there's any instances where he's violating the stay away order, please call the police, sir. If you get rearrested for violating the stay away order, you will be locked up in jail until the trial. All right, and ma'am, you can address any questions you have to the state attorney's office, victim witness coordinator. Sir, you need to hire a private lawyer who practices criminal defense work. Good luck to you
Absolutely.
both. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you. Okay, you're free to go, ma'am. Next, we have Arturo Morahan.
Mr. Motorhorn is present.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Morahan. Is English okay? Oh, Mr. Shin is here.
Good morning.
We have to swear him in. The interpreter, sir, have you been sworn in? Do you swear or affirm you will translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your abilities? If so, state I do.
I do, Sunshine.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll let you know when we need you.
Okay, I'll
Mr.
be here.
Morahan, you were arrested for grand theft of medical equipment. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
He stole an ambulance.
And then he took it for a ride. He should have been charged of fleeing and eluding a police officer. He took it to the turnpike, drove around town. Finally, he stopped. There's probable cause for the charge.
Judge, he's charged as during a riot.
No riot. It's just a third-degree felony, grand theft of a vehicle.
I don't know, it may be a second without the riot enhancements.
Why? It's still an ambulance. They didn't put a value for the vehicle.
But it says grand theft medical equipment over $300 with the riot is an F1. So you take out the
Really?
riot, it may be an F2.
Really? That's news to me. Okay, it's actually a second-degree felony, grand theft of medical equipment. It's a second-degree felony. All right, he was at the hospital. They were gonna Baker Act him or send him to a psychiatric facility. Instead, he was being treated for hallucinations, and he tried to take one ambulance. He took this one. Guess you can't leave the keys in an ambulance at a hospital. That being said, what do you want in terms of his release? $5,000 bond, okay?
Yes.
$5,000 bond. Have a nice
Judge,
day,
would you
sir.
consider any further reduction for bond based
Okay,
upon
Not
circumstance?
put him on house arrest, maybe?
Well, Judge,
Okay.
he'll have to be evaluated once he posts any sort of bond.
all right, I'll set his bond at
Have no benefit.
$2,500.
Thank you.
All right, $2,500 bond. Okay, next we have Edith Flores Diaz, page 2.
We need to pass him around. He's at jail arraignment.
Thank you. Earl Grant,
Has 2 ACs, no bond.
hold for F24 26766, F25 105. Good afternoon, Mr. Grant. You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied dwelling, but it should be a structure, and possession of burglary tools. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You have an open arrest warrant for case F24 26766 and F25 105. So there's a hold for you to see the division judge tomorrow. So here he broke into the Wendy's. He went through the drive-through, cracked the window open, and the officer saw him inside the business with burglary tools. They don't describe the burglary tools.
So maybe
So, sir-
$1 on 2 and 3.
Okay, you are ordered to stay away from the Wendy's restaurant at 19650 Northwest Second Avenue in Miami Gardens, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that Wendy's restaurant and you must stay away from there. Count 1, burglary to the unoccupied structure is a $2,500 bond. Count 2 will be $1. Have a nice day.
2 and 3?
Count 3.
Oh,
$1 also.
3. What's count 3? Oh, 2 counts of burglary. All right. Count 3 will be $1 too. Next case is Jose Azurdia.
The bond out?
Thank you. Then we have Edwin Rotzarema, page 3.
Present.
Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for possession of over 20 grams of cannabis. I think it was 21 grams, and possession of a controlled substance, alprazolam pill. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Sir, how long have you lived in Miami?
My whole life.
All right, pretrial services. Alternate bond, count 1 will be $2,500. Count 2, possession of cannabis. What?
1 grams of cannabis? Would you do?
21. Right,
$1.
it's probable cause for possession of cannabis. Pretrial alternate.
I would say 1,000.
I was with 500.
All right. I think your honor said 2,500. That's why Miss Corey said.
You did.
No, count 1 is 25. Was that, did I get a mistake? Oh, I apologize. I did say that. I changed him. I thought that was the alprazolam. Pretrial alternate bond, count 1 will be $1. Count 2 is $2,500. There we go. You get out for free with pretrial. Have a nice day. Next case is Lagar Everett, page 3. There's no prejudice.
Judge, on Mr. Roterma, could you include the traffic charges in the pretrial?
I don't know what they are, so why
Judge,
give me
look at
more
them.
work?
It's excessive speeding over 100 miles an hour.
I'm not touching that one. Why, what did she give him? A bond?
Bonds are
Rightly so. On the turnpike? All right, I'll include it. It was on the turnpike.
It's over state's objection.
What do you, he's 18. Listen, you like it here in jail? Did you have a good night?
Hell no.
And don't go really, really fast. You're gonna speed at 5 miles an hour. You shouldn't speed at all, but if you are, don't go more than 5 miles over. Usually don't bother you. Although me, they'd bother, so I better not do it. Okay. Yeah, what's the traffic ticket number? I don't have it.
ALN QWE. That's excessive speed. Alternate bond would be 250. And the reckless driving is ALN 0QXD. Alternate bond 150.
So 250 and 150, you said?
Correct.
Did he see a judge yet?
Yes.
Those are the bonds, 250 and 150.
So ALN OQUE is excessive speed alternate 250. ALN OQXD, what's that charge for?
It's ALNOQWE, the excessive speed over 100.
Yeah, and what's the other one?
ALNOQXE, reckless driving.
Reckless, okay. That's 150. So include those two tickets with the pretrial. All right, sir. Good luck to you. Make sure to keep all future court dates. All right, now we need Mr. Lagar. Page 3.
Judge, we do have Mr. Flores Diaz, the one that we passed.
Bring him in, Mr. Edith Flores Diaz.
He received the bonds of 1,000 on his DUI.
Thank you.
Spanish interpreter, please.
1 second. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for criminal mischief over $1,000 and attempted tampering with physical evidence.
Buenas tardes, señor. Usted fue detenido por causar más de $1,000 en daños a la propiedad ajena y también por manipular o dañar pruebas.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le designo al abogado de oficio para que ellos le asistan.
There is probable cause for the charges. He was arrested for DUI and knocks over the breath intoxilizer instrument.
Judge, is how much it's going to cost to fix it.
They wrote it on the back, $8,500 worth of damage.
Bueno, hay indicios de criminalidad que justifican el cargo. Le pillaron conduciendo borracho y luego él quería pues moverse y dañó al alcoholímetro que vale aquí atrás pone que vale 8,500.
Judge, I would ask you to find no probable cause for count 2. There's nothing indicate that any evidence was tampered with.
They couldn't give him the breath test.
It says that the
So then
service.
there's
it was
no
put out of
evidence. It's not like you're
service.
tampering with some sort of evidence. That's a criminal mischief at best. There's no evidence that's being tampered with.
Bueno, señoría, pido que no encuentre indicios en el segundo cargo. No hay, pues, indicios de que dañó o manipuló pruebas, pues, porque dañó el alcoholímetro para que no pudiesen ellos hacerle la prueba.
I think you're right. It's just criminal mischief.
No, creo que la defensa tiene razón. Es daños a la propiedad ajena nomás.
Count 1, criminal mischief is a $2,500 bond. Count 2, do you want $1 on that or release that right? Do $1?
Es verdad. En el primer cargo, 2,500. Y en el otro cargo, $1 de fianza.
Have a good day.
Count 2 was $1, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
Buen día.
Next, we have Lagar Everett, page 3. Hi, Mr. Everett. Sir, come on next to your attorney. Sir, you were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied structure or conveyance and petty theft. There's no prejudice. They added prejudice. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So they found him hiding between cars. They discovered an ID on him. that didn't belong to him. They went to that person's house and that victim had his vehicle broken into and several items were missing, totaling $194. So there's probable cause for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance and petty theft.
So the
First degree
defendant
misdemeanor.
priors out of Texas. There was a conviction for burglary of a habitation. And it said sentence expiration April 3rd, 25. So he may have gotten out of prison recently in Texas.
I'm setting a bond in this case, $2,500, count one, 150, count two, petty theft is $500. Good day, sir. Next, Evans Regis. Okay. So. Good afternoon, Mr. Regis. You were arrested for 3 cases. The charges are burglary to an unoccupied dwelling, grand theft, criminal mischief, and false name after arrest. That's from December 14th. Oh, and also false information of law enforcement. That's from December 14th of 2024. Then you have attempted burglary to an unoccupied dwelling from September 22nd, 2025. And burglary to an unoccupied dwelling and grand theft from April 2nd of 2025. Sir, can you afford to hire a lawyer?
And try to, my family will try to do something. We're
Well,
trying
do you own your apartment?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any money that can be used to pay for an attorney?
No, not at this time, ma'am.
All right, so I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So we can go case by case. You may want to bring in an officer for a probable cause hearing because on F25-21307, I did not see a value for the items. I don't think that was
I
that
think
the
it's
one?
the first line on page.
The Rolex, maybe the Rolex.
And 07 is the first line on page 2.
It is the first line on page 2. Oh, no, I have it. That was $1,900. All right, let's start with F25-21307. So in this case, I'm appointing the public defender's office. Basically, he lives in a condo in the waterways, and all the neighbors' apartments on his floor seem to be getting broken into. And they have video surveillance, and they identified Mr. Regis. So on F25-21307, there's probable cause for burglary to the unoccupied dwelling and grand theft. The bond on count 1 is $7,500, and the bond on count 2, grand theft, is $2,500.
So Judge, just a couple of things. The state's asking for a stay order from the building. I'm not sure if they're going to evict him or if he's allowed to go back. I think
He
he
lives
should
there.
stay. I think he should stay away from the building if he's breaking into multiple units.
All I can say is I'm very glad I read these. You got to make sure your Ring camera's working, especially when you
Also,
live in a
Judge, he was
condo.
sentenced to 25 years in state prison for a robbery. He was in prison from 96 to 2020. I think house arrest would also be appropriate given his criminal history.
What was he sentenced for?
Robbery under an alias.
Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the victims in this case, whose initials are CP, Diego Velaz, and Derling Fuentes. No contact with those alleged victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. I don't know. Let me hear from Ms. Corey. He does reside there at this Aventura Harbor Apartments. And you want the court to order him to stay away? He may have a valid lease. I just want to remind the state is even though I read this arrest affidavit and there may be probable cause, you still presume not guilty.
Till I resolve this issue.
Okay, Judge, he has no problem moving his belongings out of the place. He has another relative he could stay with. That's not an issue. He
Perfect.
does want the ability to go back with the police to get his belongings so he can actually move
Yes,
out.
Okay, so sir, then I'm going to order that you stay away from the Aventura Harbor Apartments at 19477 Northeast 10th Avenue in Miami, Florida.
Yes, ma'am.
Especially, you can only return there one time only with a police officer to retrieve your personal belongings. If you go to that apartment building without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you
Right.
understand?
Yes, I could bring a U-Haul. bring everything out?
Yeah,
Would you put in that he can move out and that way he can get all
I
the
could move out,
stuff?
so
I'll give him, how much time do you need to move out?
You would give me, I go hire you all.
You want a week?
No, I move less than 5-6 hours. You don't have to give me a
No,
week. I move the same day and move everything out and put in storage.
one second.
I put everything in storage the same day.
But you're gonna have a pretty high bond. When are you gonna be able to bond out of jail? So you want me to give you 5 days after posting a bond to move your stuff out?
Yes, ma'am. And I notify you that I moved it. Do I notify the court that I moved all my stuff the same day?
You go with the police.
You have to go to the police go get a police officer and see what time they're available and then go
Yes, I
back with
will.
the police officer. So I'm gonna put on here, why don't I do this? Stay at least 10 feet away from the victims and stay away from Aventura Harbor. That way he can go in, it won't be a problem. Okay? So it's stay away at least 10 feet away, and then you'll have 5 days to go back to the Aventura Harbor apartment condominiums to get your personal belongings.
Does he need, so he doesn't need to go with the police as long as he's.
With a police officer.
With a
I
police
think.
officer, okay, just want to clarify. I just
Oh,
want to clarify. He has no
absolutely.
issue doing it. He just wants to know so that there's.
Yes, because we want to make sure he just goes to his apartment and get his stuff and no visit
happy you
and
want-
stop anywhere else on the way. Okay. So with the police officer, within 5 days of your release from jail, you can go back to Aventura Harbor Apartments to get your personal belongings.
So what's the total bond for all three?
I gotta do it. One case, it's $10,000 on F25-21307. The next case is F25-21309. That's an attempted burglary to an unoccupied dwelling. There's probable cause for that. That is a third-degree felony. That bond is $2,500. And then we have F25-21308. Here the charges are burglary to an unoccupied dwelling, grand theft, criminal mischief, false name after arrest, and false information to law enforcement. So in this case, the victim's Rolex was stolen. It talks about the missing Rolex. It talks about the victim seeing him wearing his Rolex, but he tries to cover it up in the hallways, and it gives the damages to the door, but it doesn't give the value of the Rolex. Do you want me to
Just set a bond, Judge.
all right, count one, burglary to the unoccupied dwelling will be $7,500 bond. Count two, it's probable cause for petty theft. It's a second-degree misdemeanor. What bond does the state want on that? 500?
That's fine.
$500, count two. Count three, criminal mischief. There's probable cause for criminal mischief, a first-degree misdemeanor, $500 bond. And count three, false name after arrest and false information to law enforcement. There's probable cause. I'll split those two. Four is $250. Unless you want me to just do 500 on one and ROR the other. Miss Corey, any suggestions?
$250 each is fine, Judge.
$250 count four and $250 count five. All right, sir. Have a nice day. Good luck to you. Next case we have is Harrison Vines.
He refused.
I have to stay away. What is I gotta write him up? He's refusing again. Do you want to reset it for tomorrow? Oh, she's busy right now. He gave me, and I have two stay away orders, Miss Safi. Forgot you wrote one up this morning.
I didn't remember if I did it or not, so I did an extra one.
It's hard to remember. We do so much here. Miss Corey, Mr. Vines has refused court again. Would you like to waive his presence, or do you want me to reset it for tomorrow?
I'd like you to reset it for tomorrow.
Very well. Reset tomorrow for refusal. And then that brings us to Anthony Gamble on page 4. Is he here or is he refusing?
NBC, Your Honor.
NBC, there's some probable cause issues. Do you want to reset it for tomorrow or waive his presence?
I'd like to waive his presence, Judge. It looks like mutual combat. I'm okay with $1 if the state is.
I'm okay with that based on what I read. Are you okay with that, Mrs.?
Yep, that's fine.
$1, appoint the public defender's office, waive presence, $1 bond on each case. Is there anything else before the court? If not, we'll be in recess until
Wait,
tomorrow.
what happened to Diego Velasquez?
Oh, we got one more?
Gamble, you only have, how many cases do you have,
One case for Mr. Gamble.
There's only one case for Mr. Gamble, and it was his co-defendant Diego.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I made a mistake. I read them both. The other one was Diego Velasquez. It was the same thing. You want? Is he NBC?
Yes.
We'll waive his
NBC.
presence, Judge.
You want to waive his presence?
Yes.
All right, there's, let's see, NBC. Will waive presence, bond is $1. Somebody on Zoom's writing to us or no? That's not now, but I'm looking at old stuff. Anything new?
Can we
I
read
don't-
number 8, Everett?
What is your question?
We readdress number 8.
We did it. 7,500 count 1, I think, was in
No,
count
no.
2.
Everett? Everett was a third
I have
degree felony.
2,500 and 500.
That's what I have.
2,500, 500. Did I not fix that in the system?
No, you put 20, no, you put 2,500. You did, but then you changed it to 2,500 and $1.
I don't know why I did that. Okay, I'll fix it
Yeah,
again.
that's okay. Thank you.
Anything else or no? Does he have to call you?
No, that's it.
Somebody wrote on Zoom about somebody named Jose Batista. I don't know who that is. Was he on the calendar today?
Not this afternoon.
No, try courtroom 5-3 for misdemeanor bonds or come back and see us tomorrow morning. We'll be here. We're here every day, 9 o'clock or 9:15. All right, everyone. Have a great week, a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Recording stopped.
Yeah, hopefully.